The United States and the Taliban had productive discussion on the issue of humanitarian assistance for Afghanistan during meetings in Qatar over the weekend. State Department spokesperson Ned Price said on Tuesday, describing the talks as largely positive. Officials discussed humanitarian access during the 2 days of meeting between Taliban representatives and U.S. officials, including some from the intelligence community and the U.S. Agency for International Development. Price said the talks focus on security and terrorism concerns, safe passage for foreign nationals and Afghan allies of the United States to leave the country, as well as human rights. Washington has repeatedly called for Afghanistan's new rulers to demonstrate a respect for human rights, including the rights of women and girls, in order to win international legitimacy. Price said the delegation made clear, as we consistently have, that the Taliban will ultimately be judged not only on its word but solely on its action. A separate meeting with Taliban representatives involving officials from the European Union as well as US officials took place on Tuesday, Price added. Since the Taliban took power in August, Washington has frozen bilateral assistance to Afghanistan but says it is still providing aid through non-governmental groups. There are calls for government reserves held in the United States to be made available to the new Taliban-led government to ease a growing humanitarian crisis. A senior Qatari official has said Qatar believes that recognizing the Taliban government in Afghanistan is not a priority now, and that the focus should be on engaging with the new administration and addressing humanitarian issues. Mutlaq al-Qahtani, special envoy of the Qatari foreign minister, called on Tuesday for other countries to engage more deeply with the Taliban as Afghanistan de facto authority, while urging the group to act as a responsible administration and respect the right of women to work and girls to attend school. Al-Qahtani said at the Global Security Forum in Doha, "We think this is not a priority. What's more a priority as we speak now is the humanitarian, is the education, is free passage of passenger." Al-Qahtani explained why Qatar has encouraged engagement with the Taliban, who for years carried out suicides, bombings, and killings for troops and civilians. Although the group wants international recognition and agreed on a peace deal with the US, it has resorted to public hangings and other brutal tactics since taking power. He said, "If we are going to disengage and not to engage with them, I think again we are committing the same mistake that we did in 1989 when we abandoned Afghanistan, the Afghan people. One of the consequences of that action is 9/11, so I think we should learn from this." How to engage with the Taliban remains an issue for nations around the world. During their previous time in power in the late 1990s, only three nations recognized the Taliban rules of Afghanistan. No country has yet announced formal recognition this time around, though neighboring Pakistan has also encouraged engagement with the Taliban. Qatar, which is hosting talks between Taliban and Western officials in which Al-Qahtani said he was participating, is seen as one of the countries with influence over the movement. The Gulf country was crucial to the chaotic US airlift of more than 100,000 people from Kabul after the Taliban shock takeover of the capital 15 August, and has hosted face-to-face talks between the Taliban and the United States.